We're living in the fourth industrial revolution, and data and knowledge is critical to scaling up. You clearly demonstrated that, when you get stuck, you can get unstuck by looking the problem squarely in its eyes and determining how to get out of it. Invested in yourself. You've invested in the business. You have a clear plan. How should one go about determining that career development plan? Because, and I asked this lastly because a lot of entrepreneurs become entrepreneurs because one, they came out of school, couldn't find a job, so they ended up, sometimes entrepreneurship is happenstance for other people, and for some people, that's what they choose to do. Between those two, how do you ensure that you have a plan that you can then follow over the period?
Okay. Now, every product comes from an industry. So, be you an entrepreneur born to be an entrepreneur, or you chanced into entrepreneurship, whatever product you happen to have chanced in, if you chanced into entrepreneurship, belongs to an industry. So once you realize and you pick that product that belongs to industry, you want to research into that industry about the values of that product, about the importance of that product, about the use and the do's and don'ts of that product. So for instance, we have here this grass. If I decide to want to market this grass, I know it belongs to the horticulture sector.
Okay.
So I want to do research into plants, have enough knowledge about plants, what plants could do to people. And you will be surprised to get to realize the number on the level of information
that you can pick up just
because pick up just out of plants.
So knowledge is critical.
It's critical. And it can make you build a whole industry out of plants. And so, for instance, I took up a regular car wash business in Ghana. I scaled it into detailing that meets international standard. How did I do that? Out of information. Okay, so there is no product that is too small as an entrepreneur if you are ready to pick up knowledge, information, and you can turn that product around to become a whole big industry. Yes, information. And there are a lot of information on every single product you can find. But because we focus on the monetary aspect of products, we tend to overlook the aspect of developing the product into an industry.
Okay.
That is where the limit is.
Okay. Now, you've talked about how important it is to have knowledge. Knowledge is not an inborn thing. It's external.
Yeah.
So you have to acquire it, right?
Sure.
But anything you do springs out of you.
Yes.
How important is, how do you ensure that there's some fire burning inside of you? How do you keep going? Because that nobody teaches, right?
Yes. So this is where you look at it and see, why are you doing business and why do you want to even go into business? Because at a point in time in life, nobody will feed you. You need to feed yourself. You need to put that food on the table in the house. What will bring that food? It will take the business you run. So you always see your business as a life and death something. Because when you lose your business, you are losing your income. How do you survive? So you don't take your business for granted. You want to put out everything. So that drives the passion in you. Because if you are losing your livelihood, you can imagine how it feels like. And so the passion needs to be innate as a result of the vision you have and what you want to achieve and acquire in life. And so that keeps me going daily, never leaving me behind.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting. So you must have that resilience deep down inside of you. But you said something important. You must remember why. In fact, it's not just remembering, but you must have a why you're doing the business in the first place.
Yes.
And you must remember that why so that it keeps you going when you come across hurdles. So talk to me as a young entrepreneur in one of your coffee sessions. I have an idea I want to explore. What are the first three things that I ought to do apart from researching the subject area or the particular industry that I am in?